partly because it's absolutely heaving it down with rain, and I've been out to a Jumble sale. So by popular demand of one person at least, I thought, well, you know what, I'll do a little haul. Other people might be suitably bored or fed up of working on such a miserable afternoon. I'm sorry about the lighting, but it's really dark and horrible out there. And for the mess, because clearly I've been pulled through a head backwards. Distinct absence of makeup and the like. Oh, excuse me. Yay. Oh, hi, Sam. Yeah, someone's live. Yay, Lex. Hello, Double Calm. I think Double Calm was here before I was. Greetings. And Margaret Stewart, hello. Hi. Hello. Good to see you here. Oh, yeah, right. It's not that long a haul. It's a Jumble that's very local to me that I didn't know was on until the other day, and it popped up on my Facebook because I follow the Scout group required, and that just sounds wrong, doesn't it? But anyway, they said they got it on. So I popped up there this morning. I was there nearly an hour before the doors opened, and it was all very drizzly. I was behind one chap and I got chatting to him, and he apparently looks for old watches and stuff. So he wasn't in competition with me, which was delightful. Queue was not huge, even when we went in. And when I sort of could see through the doors, it didn't look like they were going to have a whole lot of stuff. So I wasn't holding out great hopes. Hello? That wasn't me, I promise. I think that was someone outside. Quite scary. Oh, hello, everybody's in. Hi, gosh, everyone's in. Hi, Cheryl. She says, peering at it. Yes, hi, everyone. How lovely to be joined by people. Although, what else I thought I'd be joined with? Heaven only knows. Right, I spent £15.50 in total. Not a massive spend, and 50p of that was to get in. Hello, Mandy. It was loud. I really don't know what that was about. Somebody probably driving into someone else in the rain. But we are sort of a good couple of floors up here, so I found that very strange. Yeah, spent £15.50. 50p was on the admission. I spent £5 for these next two items, because what I do when I go to a Jumble is, rather than head straight for the tables, I go for the rail in the middle, because that's where they put what they think is quality stuff, which it may or may not be, but big things like coats and bulky stuff. So I tend to go there first, and you pay a separate woman for that. So I grabbed these two things first, including the hangers, bizarrely. This had to come with me. Oh, it's very difficult to show you things in this light. It is purple, but it's Hobbs. It's a raincoat, which is pretty bloody appropriate right now, if you ask me. It really looks unworn, I have to say. It's got a very crisp finish to it. And it's a size 18, so it's a really nice size. Sort of not a long one, I would say one that comes to just above the knee, depending, but it is in immaculate condition. So that basically cost me £2.50. Yeah, they didn't have a jewellery table. In fact, I didn't see any jewellery at all. The Booker-back was at the end. You had the column in the middle, which was where they had some coats and what have you. It's a regular Scout hut. Down the sides there was books, which I just didn't go near because no. And then there was ladies' clothes along to the end. Then there was bedding and stuff, linens. Then they had bric-a-brac along the end. And then they had some more bric-a-brac down the side. And then it was men's clothes. And then some shoes right in the corner. So I kind of went for the middle, got stuck in at the ladies' bit, and then went everywhere. So this was off the bit in the middle, so that cost me £2.50. Always have to do a pockets check. Oh, let's see, where's she? Sainsbury's. She parked at Sainsbury's. And that must be a while ago, because she paid 50p and it's 70p now, just for half an hour. Our parking is not cheap. The people of Tunbridge complain very loudly about that. The other thing I grabbed, and I literally, I didn't spend long looking, was a suit. This is in very nice nick. It's a grey pinstripe, and apparently grey is going to be a thing again. So it looked in lovely condition. It's not an amazing brand. Daniel Hector. Sorry, I'm really making a meal of this, aren't I? Daniel Hector. Anyway, and that's quite a good quality brand. And it turns out it's a 40 long. Now, anything in a long length tends to do better. It's got all its buttons, all its fingers and toes. It's just a nice single-breasted grey suit that will do someone for work. That will probably get me, and I'll go back and tell you about the jacket in a minute. This will probably, I might be on for £50 to start with, see how it goes, and obviously reduce accordingly if nothing occurs with it. But it just looked very nice, and it's obviously been freshly dry cleaned because there was a label inside. So I was quite happy with that. That Hobbs coat, there are lots of things for sale, obviously this is the time of year people are going to be buying them. My estimate was I'd probably start it at 60 and possibly reduce accordingly. Oh, I've just missed. Oh, you sold one for £26.99. Yeah, I may be going too high. It's just, it looks like it's been unworn. That was the thing. Oh, I'm just scrolling back through the chat here. Gosh. Get in next. Yes, jewellery. I didn't see any jewellery at all, actually, although I did find a nice Sphinx brooch yesterday at the flea market. So I identify that. I'm getting better at these things. It's lovely blue, sort of agate looking glass. It's really rather lovely. 11 vintage coats that you yes, you want to get those on now. This is the perfect time of year to be selling a coat. Oh, hello, Auntie Sue. Gabrielle and Nikki have just gone home, so you're just chilling out. I hope you've got a cup of tea and that you're taking good care of yourself. Yes, I mean, I've just very briefly, I was having a little look through my phone just to see what things were going for. So I haven't listed anything yet. I'm not that flipping quick. You're doing your stock mounting by fishing out the winter stock. That does make sense, indeed, most definitely. I'd say, yeah, I'm trying to get anything wintry, and there seems to be a little bit of there's a thing on eBay at the moment, and everyone's probably seen it, where you get a maximum of £3 selling fees if you activate it. It popped up as an offer. In fact, I think it was because Sam or someone mentioned it that I've activated it, and it just means if you've got high ticket items, you won't be paying more than £3 in fees. Quite handy on a couple of things I've got listed on there that I'm hoping will go, and I won't get caned for fees. Oh, hungover, Miss Sam. Well, I hope it was a good night and well worth it. That's the thing. You know, the hangover is the price one pays. But if it was a damn fine evening out, then that's fine. Not sober for October. I don't like all this. This month you've got to do this and that. As you know, I don't like being told what to do. So that goes down like a lead balloon. We are being more vegetarian than we used to be. That doesn't sound quite right, either. We are cutting down on the amount of meat that we eat, and my husband's getting on to some cooking and is creating vegetarian meals. So I'm picking my neighbour's brains sometime during the week because she's got some amazing ideas, because she's completely vegetarian, about things that we can try. Because bearing in mind we've got a teenage son who's a bit picky on his food, it's not the easiest. So, not sober for October. No, me neither. Ugh. Oh. Now, Cheryl, that's going to be fun. It's all right. We'll scrape you off the floor. It's okay. Mandy's nursing a cider. Oh, naughty. Yeah. I sometimes think that it's one of these old things, you develop tolerance levels with alcohol, much as you do with other substances. And if you're not used to it and you cane it because you forget that you don't have the same tolerance, then you really, really pay. Yeah, it's always difficult to know how to pace that. I do drink quite regularly and I'm quite happy to, but I don't like going over the top with it. So the swings and roundabouts, I suppose. A cuppa, yes, Sue. Not a gin and tonic, not quite yet. 16 dresses left to do. Well, you've been busy in Lex. And weather like this, I mean, my photography, I can't photograph anything because it's too dark. I'm going to have a go at some photography tomorrow, but I am doing getting stuff ready for the garage and what have you, so I'm sort of stock taking. Marla beads. What are marla beads? Explain. What's a marla bead? Is that like a meditation beads or something like that? You didn't get the offer, Cheryl. Oh. Oh dear. And Lex, well, I think Lex's death bars are sort of perhaps smaller than some others. Some death bars are bigger than some others. Right, I spent a £5 on this next item because I'm waffling here, aren't I? I saw this once I'd done the ladies. Ooh, excuse me, drowning you there. I saw this sitting on the linens. Now, I think I'm probably going to try and put it through a gentle wash. It looks to me, I mean, it has been machined, but I feel it's been and there's a couple of places where it's come a little loose, and I will repair little areas there. But this is, I think it's a homemade one. I don't think it's a shop bought one. It's a lovely, lovely, musty smelling slightly quilt, patchwork quilt. But it's lovely. The design on it's really great. Even if it's a shop made one, it's still lovely. I think it needs a bit of a freshen up. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a treat. There's a couple of little stains. But there you go, what do you expect? It's an old piece of bedding. It's very thin, so it's like a bedspread. Now what I didn't have the chance to do was to really try and see if there is a label on it, if it's come from a shop, because I couldn't really get the whole thing out in amongst all those people. So bear with, it's not handmade. Okay, well it doesn't matter because it's still lovely. It is made with cotton, filled with polyester. The fact that it's 100% cotton will count. There we go. Okay, so it's not handmade. But you know what? It's still nicely made. It still has a look of some age about it. And it's still got character. So I think these are all fairly easy colours to live with. It's a shame, isn't it, if it is modern. It doesn't look modern, so I suppose that will help. And it does need a good soak in some whitening. But I'll do that. I have to find a very, very big bucket for it. Maybe I can put it on a stain wash. What would anyone else do? I'm not familiar with these. It's just I saw it. I've been watching too much of the American people where they pick up these things. I think someone will have it, and I mean, you know, I'm certainly going to make more than a £5 on it, without a doubt. So I'm going to put that now. I know, over here. It's a double one. It's quite a decent size. I don't know what had I done an estimate on it. I hadn't even included that on my list of things. Well, let's say I'll get 20 quid for it. It's still not a complete waste of time. I'll do a bit of research, but the fact that it's not handmade probably counts against it somewhat, and it will very much depend how nice I can get it to be in terms of the colour of it. Oh, where are we? Sorry, oh gosh, a shabby chic quilt. You've been doing well with them. Oh right, okay, Indy. That's fantastic. Oh, here we go. I'm just having to backtrack up the chat. I forgot as I was wittering away. Yeah, you couldn't photo today. You probably got light things. Death Mountain. Yes, Sam. Right, yoga meditation, of course. Yoga. How could I forget? Yoga meditation marla beads. There are 108 in the chain with a tassel on the end. Okay, I should know about that because I do yoga, but then we don't use marla beads. I haven't come across them in my classes, so your death bowls will be full of lovely labels. Let's hope so. Afternoon, Ashley Cumming. Lovely to see you here. Printing Royal Mail. I don't tend to use Royal Mail, Ashley, so I can't vouch for that. I don't know about anybody else. 45 to 50 on the bedspread. Ooh, well, I'll try. Carla, hello, my lovely. I hope you're all right. We were thinking of you. I hope it's not as miserable weather-wise as it is up here. You'd give it to your mum to sort out. Well, I can't do that, so I'll have to sort it out myself. I can repair the little seam that's come undone. That's pretty easy. And like I say, stick it on a good wash. A cold wash rather than a hot wash. Okay, well, I'll see what I can do. Oh, right, Ashley knows what he's doing here. You know what you're doing here, don't you, Ashley? Let's see. Put in the wash with bicarbonate and vinegar on cold first to remove protein stains. Thank you for being so diplomatic about that one. I don't know what sort of stains they are, and I wouldn't want to know. Stop the washing machine midway for 15 minutes. Soak, then continue cycle. I'm going to make a note of that because I realise the chat disappears. I know what I'll do. I will actually photograph your comment there, Ashley. So bear with while I... Yeah, you see, I'm not... Oh, hang on. Got this thing that needs to recognise my face. My face doesn't change that much. It's not pretty, but hey. But sometimes it doesn't recognise me. Camera, here we go. Right, I'm going to take a picture of that comment, Ashley. So thank you very much for that. There. Right. Okay, so that was the big bulky item. Then I'm trying to think really. These were in some bits, you know. They basically give you 3 bits for £1, and that's pretty good. They were supposed to charge 50p an item, but I think they were getting some complaints from a couple of the people who'd come along, and so the ladies were going, 3 items? Give me £1, that'll be all right. Terribly sweet. This looks a bit like a dish rag. It's not an amazing brand. I have had it before. Let's see if I can actually show you without getting this wrong. Julia, I guess that is. Julia. Made in Italy. But what's nice about this brand is the outer is silk. So with a bit of a steam up, it's the wrong time of year for this, but people still go on holiday to warm places, don't they? I'll list it anyway. I just won't treat it as urgent. It's just a nice little sundress, but it's rather cute. It's got a bit of sort of lacy bits on the bottom. It'll look a lot better once it's had a steam. So, what did I estimate I'd get for that? I mean, that's not going to go for much. Maybe $14.99, something. I tried at that. I saw the label, Levi's, and it's red. It's just a men's short sleeve shirt. I know the ones with popper buttons tend to do a little better. This one, the snap buttons rather. This one just has regular buttons, and it's short sleeve. So you know, but hey, there are other countries that are warmer than this one. That looks sort of pink, doesn't it? It is actually. Oh my God, what the camera does to that. That's going to be fun to photograph, isn't it? Anyway, it's a nice quality material, and it is an XL. It's obviously a modern piece. They have so many labels in Levi's. Quite bizarre. So that was the equivalent of probably 33p or something like it. Levi's can do quite well, and because it's a good and slightly unusual colour, I may try for $24.99. Prices can come down though, obviously. Right, these I picked up because they were new with tags, and when you're getting things for very little money, it's kind of worth doing. This brand is not a brand to look out for. Norrose. But it was new with its tags, and they're basically some shorts, quite nice cotton, plain shorts in a size 16. They're probably not going to fly off the shelf at the moment, and they're not going to go for very much, but for 33p, I wasn't really going to say no to those. What did I estimate for those? Oh, I can't see now. $12.99, something like that. That'll be at the lower end. These, I'll take them off to show you. I bought these for me. Bag puss slippers. They're not as comfortable as you'd think. They've not got a nice furry bottom on them, I was going to say. That way around. There we go. Bag puss slippers. My son won't steal those. That I can guarantee. So they will be mine. But I had to chuck out a pair of slippers that have got so and I love bag puss. I'm not sure wearing them as the slipper is the great way to pay homage to one of your childhood sort of heroic television series, but never mind. Oh, my chat's not going, is it? Let me come down the chat. Protein stains. Yeah, it's not what you want to come in to hear people saying, is it really? Shelley, hello. Yeah, you're still there, Carla. Oh dear. Nice way to say fish. Yeah, whatever. Oh, hello, Alison. You're listing. Good for you. Sunny day there. Fabulous. Well, at least someone's having a sunny day. Sheldon. Oh, using up. Yeah, nice to see you, Carla. We're thinking of you. Take care. I know you've got to go. Bye-bye, lovely. You're on the phone. Well, cool, Shelley. Yeah, it was a great bag puss. Yes. Kirsten, hello, Kirsten. I'm just scrolling down here. It's just funny old, baggy old, saggy old cat. Oh, hello, Dave. Good day. Good day. Hello, indeed, Dave. Harissa chicken. No, that sounds jolly good. Right, what else did I get? Clothes. Some of these Next jumpers are lovely. Next isn't a brand I go overboard for, but these ones that look like they're hand knitted by nanas are quite lovely. And this one comes with jewels, and it had all its jewels. And it's kind of quite oversized. So I thought, you know what, it's getting towards that festive time of year, and this was in pretty good nick. So I picked it up because it cost me like 30 odd p. It's a decent size. I'm going to have to get going with the debobbler, which I found strangely therapeutic. But actually, they seem to go for a reasonable amount, these ones. So I might try for £24.99. Let's be ambitious. Why not? We can always come down with the price. Next. Beef stew type thing. Oh, that sounds... Looks like I'm in a midget's house. Is that me? No, the thing is, it's that I'm in the loft on the top floor of the house in the bedroom because it's the only place that gets any decent light when it's like this. And this is where the roof does that. Luckily, the roof the other way doesn't do that. So it does look like I'm tucked away in a midget's house. There's nothing like debobbling. It is fun. This is a vintage St. Michael. This will be 90s because of the label. Marks and Spencer's, but it's one of those jumpers. It's a bit tribal. It's a bit kind of mad. It was a bloke's jumper, but I actually, going by the arm length, I would say that's probably going to be quite unisex. And people like these sort of mad, crazy jumpers, don't they? So I thought I'll grab that. Oh, it's all lovely acrylic. I love a bit of acrylic. I'll try that for 20 quid. Again, some more debobbling. So I'll have fun with that later. Debobbling is lovely. Where am I going with all this? Oh, yes. A teak bowl. I do like a teak bowl. I do sell them quite well. I'm not sure I decided how much I was going to get for this. I might be ambitious because it's got such a cool shape. Lovely lines. It needs a bit of an oil because it's plainly been sitting around getting dried out. So it needs some nice wood treatment. It's a darker colour than it looks on here. It is teak. These are quite popular. The mid-century modern crowd do like them. So we'll go with that because they're really rather nice. And they do photograph well when they've been polished up a bit. This one hasn't had too many dings in its life. Sort of thing that when I was a kid, they used to get used as a fruit bowl. Somewhere for your banana to wilt dramatically. But I might get 20 quid out of that. Hitchin. Did we? I am definitely. Pine cones, yeah, I've got some enormous pine cones. They are literally about 10 inches big. They were huge. So yes, pine cones, a lovely, lovely thing. Yeah, hitching. Yeah, exactly. I think everybody had a fruit bowl a bit like that. Trousers, menswear. I do quite well on the kind of sort of outdoorsy trousers, the sort of hiking jobbies. I don't know this brand called Brasher. Hang on, I can't do this again. This is flipping studio. Brasher. There we go. It says it on the back as well. Brasher. Yeah, I think these are men's. It's a bit hard to tell, isn't it? A 32 with a 31-inch leg. So yeah, they just look like they've got more hip on them. Actually, they might be ladies rather than men's. We'll measure and look into it. They're just those nice hiking, walking trousers. So I should do all right on those. They're not a bad brand. I might get 20 quid on them. So I learnt something today. They're not a bad brand. Well, now we're down to the last two things, I think. Yes, the last two things. Cameras. This one, not the most amazing camera in the world. It's a Pentax SBO 928. It hasn't got a battery in it, I don't think. Actually, where would that be? Ah, maybe there. Nice and clean inside. Is that on off? Yeah, this one hasn't got a battery inside. Their zoom, it zooms quite a bit. These actually go for about 30 quid. So I was quite happy with that because I paid £1. I paid £1. Ah, you see, I don't know walkers. This is why. He's obviously famous. Chris Brasher is a famous walker. You'd have to be, because I wouldn't know. I don't know what. I think Bear Grylls is the only person I've heard of, and that's only because he's got a stupid name. Oh no, Ray Mears. If you were going to be stuck out in the wilderness with anybody to survive, Ray Mears would be my man, because he's carrying some extra weight, isn't he? And it's kind of like he must be good at what he does then, because clearly that's a good sign. You know. I definitely trust him to find enough to eat. So that was a good buy. While I was picking that one up, this was the last bit I went to, which was the Booker-Back. Just before I was due to get out of there. What I will do is I usually put a battery in to see if they kind of fire up and work, but I don't test them with film. I just don't. I haven't got the time, the energy. This one, it might be worth doing that with. Smiggy old case. Yashica. All right. I bought these purely on the whatever, just because. Apparently, you see, my ears pricked up and my eyes alighted when I saw the words Carl Zeiss. He's really good. You got it, yeah. Testing. This one might be worth testing. This has a Carl Zeiss lens. It is a Yashica T3 Super Carl Zeiss. Now, I know Carl Zeiss is a good brand, like Leica. I mean, certain things you just know. Apparently, people have got £200 for these. Yay! I paid £1. I paid £1, and I wasn't the first person up at the... I mean, it was quite crowded up at the bric-a-brac end, but normally I sort of go there as a bit of an afterthought, because I think all the people who know what they're looking for would have been there. So that could be good. I'm just telling you, if you see... Let me try and actually show you. There we go. Yashica T3 Super. And it was the Carl Zeiss that made me think, I'm sure I've heard of Yashica. Maybe it's Z that's mentioned it. But, you know, it doesn't look anything different from any other camera to me. They all look flipping same. If that is what it is, and research so far makes it look like it is, that made it worthwhile standing out in the rain for an hour. So I kind of worked out that if I got... given that I didn't actually account for that, I will have made over... If everything sells at the sensible rates I think it might sell at, I'm going to make over £500 for spending £15.50. That's the kind of maths I can do. You sold one for £150 last month. Brilliant, Shelley. Brilliant. It's kind of epic, isn't it? There are so this T number I'm going to be keeping my eyes open for. Very much so. Yeah. So that's kind of like, yeah. Do I dare list it? Am I gonna just get the frights and think, oh well, maybe I better not in case it comes back, because cameras, you know. But it looks nice and clean inside. There's no battery wear or anything nasty like that going on. So I was quite happy with that. So that was a morning's work. I went out I was there from 1 and I was home by 25 to 3 because I was literally in that jumble sale for half an hour, and then I was gone. I was very, very happy with that. So yeah, bit exciting, very exciting really, a bit unexpected. It just goes to show it's worth looking at stuff you don't normally look at. It's worth taking a punt. It's worth being adventurous and being brave. So I hope if you get to go to a jumble sale or get out there and boot fairs that you're brave, because that's the key thing. If you're only throwing a quid or two after something, what's to lose? I could have got home and found those were literally binnable. It could have happened. I picked them up because I thought, well, I know Cane Tax is a good make. And Yashica, there was something very familiar. It sounds like such a trashy name. But yeah, and I have sold a few cameras, DLR, SLR ones as well as things like that, because they look nice and when they feel nice. But I know nothing about them. Yeah, exactly. Make sure there's no fogging on the lens. Check that things seem to work and that the lenses move in and out if they're meant to and that kind of thing, and that nothing rattles. Yes, be brave, venture forth, and buy stuff. Exactly, Lex. And it is about being brave. We're not gambling in a big way. We're not throwing heaps of money after things. I don't gamble. It's just how much am I going to win by? That's the way I look at it. It was a T5, a T4, a T5. Oh, right. Well, any T number, any Yashica I'm probably going to grab now. Yeah, getting a little braver about all that sort of thing and recognising that hard goods are a good foil to the clothing, because I didn't find that much in the clothing today. I didn't do badly, but they were not the mountains of it that I'm used to seeing at jumble sales. It wasn't pile 'em high. It really wasn't, and an awful lot of it was rubbish. So I had to dig. But it just goes to show you keep digging, you'll find. So I hope you all enjoyed that. I've witted on you for half an hour and distracted you from your work. Finish something. Yes, exactly. I'm going to go and give that the nice cold wash treatment as suggested by Ashley. Thank you very much. And I expect I will see you lot all soon. So thank you very much. Car boot in the morning. Yeah, I don't think I've got one. This rain means it is not going to happen. So I'm probably going to have a lie-in. Yes, well deserved. Oh, hello, Ian. And goodbye, Ian. Didn't see you there. All right, take care, you lot. And I will see you next time, if I can end this broadcast. A bath, always good therapy. Tax return, not such good therapy. Bye-bye now. Tatty bye.